Banking is common sense. Trust me. We make it complicated. Speak confidently in your opening statement. You will not be able to catch the attention of the customer. The more you will practice and the more customers you will keep meeting, the more skilled you will become. How to start the conversation then? How important it is for a opening of the call with a customer? Tell me what all are the other sources from where you will generate savings account leads. What do you mean by market segmentation? Let's say you decide to divide the market, or let's say you decide to target the market profession wise. Segmentation means what? Grouping or dividing the market into groups which have similar characteristics or similar traits. So let's say if you divide the market into, let's say there is a group of students. Generally, you will be able to understand that a group of students, a segment of students, will have more or less similar banking and financial needs from the bank. Then let's say there is another group called senior citizens. That is another segment. Correct, Abhijit? All the senior citizens in your geography, in your catchment or in your locality will more or less have similar kinds of banking. Broadly they will have similar kinds of banking requirements from the bank. Likewise, women, right? Same way, children, NRIs. So this is called market segmentation. So when you start sourcing your CASA deposit accounts, you can have this approach that maybe today I want to target entire, let's say, doctors. Let's say you want to open doctor's account. Where will you start from? Which kind of an area will you target? The areas where will be more hospitals are located, diagnostic clinics, chemist and pharmacist shops. They can also give you the lead of a doctor's reference. Medical representatives, MRs. Correct? So look at the way how then you are able to, move step by step, that today if I want to target the segment of doctors, probably you will approach the private hospitals or even the government hospitals in your own city to begin with. Most importantly, can someone tell me, even before going to a private hospital or even before going to a government hospital, which is that easiest source from where you can get a doctor's lead? Guys, your own family doctor. You have been visiting him maybe from years and years, and not only you, your entire family goes to him. If you go and meet him, if you take an appointment from him and explain him about your banking products and services and the offers, banking is common sense. Trust me. We make it complicated, but banking is actually common sense. Correct? So you have a drive in your branch today, Doctor's Day, and your manager expects you to open doctor's accounts, which all the possible sources, you will go to the clinic, you will go to government hospitals, private hospitals, medical colleges, business association directories. But the fastest result you can get it, and you can get an account opened that very day, is through your own family doctor. And that family doctor can give you the lead or a reference of maybe 20 more doctors. And then when you will go to those 20 doctors telling them that, sir, Mr. So-and-so, your friend has given me your reference, they would definitely like to meet you and they will give you a little more personal attention because you have gone to there with a reference of his friend. That is the power of reference generation. So that's all. That's all about banking. You started with a one small lead, and that is your own social circle or your own contact. And from there, you started collecting references, and the story goes on and on and on and on. And you start building your portfolio. That is how your customer base starts increasing. This is what I want all of you to apply your intelligence as a banker. Start thinking now from a practical angle. Start thinking now that from where will you start getting the results. You know CASA is important. Now start thinking, lana kahan se hai, from where? From where will you start sourcing the CASA deposit accounts or other business of the bank? Same goes with the current accounts. This is the heading, from where do you start sourcing current accounts? We are already telling you, imagine you already know before even joining a bank the various sources from where you can get a savings account. Some of the most senior people in the branches, even some of your most senior colleagues in the branches will not be either knowing it, or they will either know and do not implement these ideas. So this is where, you being a fresher, if you start implementing these ideas, you start getting results. And when you start getting results, you start getting your incentives, your reward, your recognition, and your branch manager becomes happy with you. And that is where he will recommend your name for next level promotion, growth, etc. These are the questions you may be asked in a bank interview also. They are going to ask you these questions. From where will you source? How will you start sourcing CASA deposits? From where? If you tell them these ideas, trust me, they will be so happy. They will select you and shortlist you immediately. Because what they see in you is very, very different. They will think, Arey, a fresher, even before joining the bank, he knows what is just dial. A fresher, even before joining the bank, knows what is market scoping. A fresher, even before joining the bank, knows what is reference generation, how to generate references from the customer. It makes a lot of difference, and that is how you are better than the others. That is how you can prove them that, sir, I am different from my other colleague, so you select me. Reading, what are the sources now where you get the current account from? Can you see how much of opportunities available around you? Imagine these are the various opportunities available for you from where you can source a current account from. Same way like we discussed a savings account yesterday. The only difference here will be the type of a customer. That is it. So here also, you already have a database in your branch. You will be having a database of customers who are self-employed. Those are self-employed. They will need a current account. Calling them, taking an appointment from them, going and meeting them, understanding their business model, offering them your current account. What is the full form of ROC? What is ROC database? The companies are registered under the Companies Act, whether it's a private limited company or whether it's a public limited company. And all the details of these companies which is getting formed as on that date when they are getting registered, the entire database of the companies with the company identification number, the company name, the company's address, the contact numbers, the directors of the company, all the details, the basic information related to that particular company which got registered as on date. All this data is captured in the ROC database, Registrar of Companies database, which is published in Ministry of Corporate Affairs website. So if you know this data, if you are aware about this source, how easy it is just to open your phone or your laptop or your desktop, go to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs website and go to the registered companies as on that day in your own city, in your own location. You will get the entire list of the data there. And then what do? Once you have the data, what do you do? So once you know their details, once you know what company is it, where is it located, the phone number, the director's details, it becomes easier for you to do that cold call, to call them, introduce yourself to them, seek an appointment, go and meet them, understand their requirement. Very, very important. Each one of you. You have to first understand the customer, ask him the right questions, and then offer your product and service. This is how you utilize this database, which can give you ample leads to source current accounts. How will you source a current account? As in, how will you pitch a current account? So example, let's do one example here. I am a grocery storekeeper. I am a shop owner of a grocery store. Let's take this example. Imagine that you are a bank officer of IDFC Bank and I already am a grocery store owner. I am just beside your branch. So market scoping, I am located near your branch. And one day you decided to do a catchment mapping. One day you decided to see the area nearby your branch, what all are the shops, the commercial units, the commercial establishments which are located in and around your branch. So you went out, you have started the market scoping, you came across my grocery store. You decided to come and meet me. So imagine I am there in my store owner, I am the sole proprietor of this particular grocery store and you have come to meet me. What questions will you ask me? How will you start your conversation with me to understand my requirement for a current account? Imagine I am your customer. Let's start from the very beginning. Right now, you have come to pitch your current account. The basic thing, I would like to start from that basic stage. Whenever you meet anybody, let's say you meet your friend or you meet your colleague or you meet your relative, you meet your neighbor, what is the first thing that you do? You have to first greet the customer, isn't it? Ma'am, I will say, very good morning, ma'am. My name is Prabhakar. I am from so-and-so branch of IDFC Bank. I came here today to meet you to understand your banking requirements. That should be a decent opening of your call. We call it a call. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is a phone call. Opening of a call means opening of your customer meeting also. Opening of your customer conversation. You have to practice your opening statement. If you are not able to speak confidently in your opening statement, you will not be able to catch the attention of the customer. The more you will practice and the more customers you will keep meeting, the more skilled you will become. How to start the conversation then? How important it is for an opening of the call with a customer? This is called call opening, introduction. Customer only wants to know what extra you can give him, which he is not getting from his current banker. So you said, sir, I am the relationship officer. I want to meet you today for 5-10 minutes just to understand your business so that I can update you and I can offer you the best of the products and services of my bank. I have come here to understand your business model. I have come here to understand your banking needs so that I can offer you the best possible products and services which you can benefit from. Guys, that you have visited this customer to start a relationship with your bank. That is your end objective, right? That is your ultimate result you want. that you want this shopkeeper, you want this grocery store owner to open a current account with you, start a relation with your bank, and then slowly and gradually, not only the current account, you will definitely discuss about rest of all the products also with him. We are telling you multiple times that first understand the banking requirement of the customer. Is he benefiting from his current account? Is he getting the right service? What kind of features and benefits is he getting from the current banker is what you will ask him next. This is how you will open a call or do the call opening. Now the next question, with which bank he has an account with? You ask him, sir, may I know with which bank you have a current account with? Fine, he will tell you, yeah, I have a bank account with, let's say, ABC Bank. Great. So may I know? You can ask him now different kinds of questions to make him open and to make him open with the answers or the problems or his concern areas with his current bank. Sir, is there any problem or is there any issues that you are facing with your current bank? That's a very big question, by the way. Example. Yes, Prabhakar, I am getting a lot of issues from this bank. I don't get a regular SMS alert on my phone whenever some debit or credit happens from my account. Anything. He can then open up with some of the concern or some particular area where he needs